Back at the start of my career, I was working with a new leader, Reed. Reed was funny, personable, a great person to work for. But Reed struggled with seeing himself as a leader. He was so used to just being one of the team that he didn't really know how to switch his perspective and mindset. He worried that the team wouldn't like him if he had to be bossing them around or holding them accountable. He didn't want to be seen as the boss. Can you relate? Hi, I'm Lauren, your leadership strategist for new leaders, and I've been working with teams and leaders for over 15 years. And today, I want to talk a little bit about mindset as a leader. You see, the story of Reed isn't uncommon. Many new leaders, maybe even you, struggle with this shift in identity. When you've been part of the team, cracking jokes in the break room, suddenly shifting the dynamic can feel a bit awkward. But here's the thing, mindset matters. It's not just a buzzword, it's the cornerstone of effective leadership. Let me break it down for you. When you step into a leadership role, your mindset sets the tone for the entire team. If you're unsure, hesitant, or constantly worrying about being too bossy, that energy ripples through your leadership style and onto your team. But on the flip side, when you embrace the mindset of a leader, confident, purposeful, and focused, it transforms how you guide your team. It's like setting the sails of a ship in the right direction. Your mindset steers the course. I've seen it time and again with leaders like Reed. Once he shifted his mindset, understanding that leadership isn't about being the boss, but about guiding and supporting the team, everything changed. So why does mindset matter so much? Well, that's what we're digging into today. Stick around as we uncover the key reasons and, more importantly, how you can harness the power of the right mindset for your leadership journey. So let's dive into what mindset hacks actually are. We'll explore 3 mindset game changers that can make you an unstoppable leader. First up, emotional intelligence. Take a cue from Tim Cook from Apple. He's widely known for his emotional intelligence and empathetic leadership style. With this leadership style, Tim cultivates a sense of belonging and motivates his team to bring their A game. By placing his focus on emotional intelligence, Cook has reshaped Apple into an organization that prizes inclusivity, innovation, and collaboration, which has contributed to its long-term success in a turbulent technology landscape. Now, emotional intelligence isn't about being overly sentimental. It's about understanding and navigating your own emotions while connecting with the feelings of those around you. Cook exemplifies this beautifully. His ability to empathize with both customers and employees has shaped Apple's success. Next, we'll dive into creating a growth mindset, a concept exemplified by the trailblazing Madam C.J. Walker. Miss Walker, the first female self-made millionaire in the US, faced countless obstacles but approached them with a focused growth mindset. She continually found problems and then found ways to solve them. Finally, we'll touch on practicing servant leadership, inspired by Herb Kelleher, the former CEO of Southwest Airlines. This mindset hack involves putting your team first. Kelleher was renowned for prioritizing the well-being of Southwest's employees, creating a culture where everyone felt valued. So get ready to explore these mindset hacks: emotional intelligence, a growth mindset, and servant leadership. They're not just theories, they're practical tools that can reshape how you lead. Before we get into the how, let's dig a little into understanding your why and who you serve. It's a critical piece of understanding and hacking your mindset. Think about it like this. Your why is your map, guiding every decision and action. When you're crystal clear on your purpose, you're not just leading, you're leading with intention. Let's take a page from Tim Cook again. Tim Cook's why revolves around pushing the boundaries of innovation while staying true to Apple's core values. This clarity not only shapes the products Apple creates, but also influences the company culture. Understanding your why is just a motivational poster on the wall. It's a daily reminder of the impact you want to make. And it's not just about you, it's about who you serve. Identifying your audience isn't just a marketing tactic, it's a leadership strategy. Tim Cook knows his audience, Apple customers who crave cutting-edge technology. By deeply understanding the needs and desires of those he serves, he aligns Apple's offerings with their expectations. So by understanding your own why, you can better shape your own leadership mindset. Okay, now that we understand why we do what we do, let's look at the practical strategies for actually shifting your mindset as a leader. Let's start with the realm of emotional intelligence and explore how you can actually develop this crucial aspect of your leadership toolkit. First, it begins with self-awareness. Start your day with a brief self-check-in. Identify your current emotional state and the factors influencing it. Are you feeling stressed, excited, or maybe a bit overwhelmed? Acknowledge these emotions without judgment. Now, let's look at self-regulation. Throughout the day, practice a pause before reacting to situations. This could be a deep breath or a moment of reflection. It allows allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than reactive impulsively. Picture Tim Cook calmly navigating through a product launch. That composure is rooted in self-regulation. Next, shift your focus outward to social awareness. Actively listen to your team members, picking up on their verbal and nonverbal cues. Pay attention to the emotional currents in the room during meetings. Tim's ability to gauge the pulse of Apple users and employees is a prime example of heightened social awareness. Now, let's talk a little bit about relationship management. Engage in open and honest communication with your team. Foster an environment where emotions can be expressed constructively. Tim Cook's approachable leadership style reflects his proficiency in managing relationships both internally and externally. These daily tasks may seem small, but together they contribute to developing your emotional intelligence. Remember, it's an ongoing process, and each intentional step brings you closer to embodying the empathetic and emotionally intelligent leadership style we admire in leaders like Tim Cook. If you're finding this information useful or helpful, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Now, let's talk about your growth mindset inspired by the amazing Madam C.J. Walker. Here's how you can do it in simple ways every day. First, when something seems hard, think of it as a chance to learn. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can't do this yet. Or, how can I do this in a different way? See challenges as ways to get better, like practicing a new skill. Next, be curious. Ask questions and want to know more. Ms. Walker always wanted to learn new things. You can do the same by being curious about what's around you. Celebrate little victories. Break big goals into small parts and be happy when you finish each part. It's not just about reaching the goal, it's about enjoying the steps along the way. Ms. Walker didn't become a success in one day. It took lots of hard work, frustration, and learning. Now, let's talk about being strong when things get a little tough. When something doesn't go well, see it as a step towards success, not a failure. Think about what you can learn from tough times. Ms. Walker faced many challenges, but she kept going, and that's what made her successful. By doing these easy things every day, you're growing your mindset. It's about getting better little by little and enjoying the journey of learning and growing, just like Madam C.J. Walker did on her way to success. Finally, let's look at having a servant leader mindset, inspired by Herb Kelleher. Here's how you can bring this mindset into your everyday leadership, keeping it simple but impactful. First, put your team first. Ask yourself, how can I support and help my team members? Understand that you're there to serve them. It's not about being the boss, it's about being a helper and supporter. Practice active listening. When your team speaks, really listen. Understand their ideas, needs, concerns. Herb Kelleher was known for genuinely hearing what his employees had to say. This builds trust and shows that you value your team's input. Encourage open communication. Create an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts. Herb Kelleher fostered a culture where ideas could flow freely, making Southwest Airlines a huge success. Celebrate your team's successes. When your team achieves something, big or small, recognize and appreciate it. This shows that you see and value their hard work. Kelleher was known for celebrating the victories of Southwest's employees, which created a positive and motivated workplace. By weaving these simple practices we've just discussed into your daily routine, you're embodying the spirit of servant leadership. Remember, it's about being a helper and supporter, creating a workplace where everyone feels heard and valued, just like the incredible Herb Kelleher did at Southwest Airlines. If you want to cultivate your own leadership mindset, I invite you to take the first step. Schedule a free discovery session with me, your dedicated leadership strategist. The link is in the description below. So now that we know what the mindsets are that we're striving for, how do we actually go about changing them? Let's look back at Reed's journey and explore how he leveraged these mindset hacks to overcome his leadership challenges. First, Reed embraced emotional intelligence. Instead of avoiding his fear of being perceived as the boss, he acknowledged it. By regularly checking in with his emotions and understanding their impact, he started responding thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively or avoiding reacting at all. Next, he cultivated a growth mindset. When he was faced with team challenges, he shifted his perspective from I can't do this to maybe I can do this, but I can do it in a different way. He started viewing each challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. Then, Reed adopted servant leadership. He put his team first, actively listened to their concerns, and celebrated their victories. Now, let's tie it all together with creating your own daily strategies and habits. Reed integrated these mindset hacks into his routine. Every morning, he took a moment to reflect on his emotions, set intentional goals with a growth mindset, and planned ways to support his team embodying servant leadership. His daily strategy included a curiosity break, exploring new leadership concepts, and fostering open communication within his team. Celebrating small victories became a habit, boosting morale on his team and reinforcing a positive, growth-oriented atmosphere. These mindset hacks weren't just theories for Reed, they became his practical tools for leadership success. By consistently applying them, he rewired his mindset from uncertainty to confidence, from hesitation to purposeful leadership. So here's my challenge to you. Take a page from Reed's playbook. Integrate these mindset hacks into your daily routine. Reflect on your emotions, approach challenges with a growth mindset, practice servant leadership, and create daily habits that align with these principles. If you're struggling with developing your emotional intelligence as a leader, this video right here will help you get a deeper understanding and teach you the steps you need to get there. Talk to you soon! This helped build trust and shows that you value your team's input. That sentence didn't make sense. Inspired by me. I don't know if I like either of those. Okay, this is why I don't riff.